Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, AirsoftAl, and yes, you are reading correctly. We are actually playing a game. Now, this one has actually been around for a while now. I actually remember playing this way back in high school, or junior high, basically. This was a fun game to play, and honestly, I love it to death, so we are going to play warfare1917. A link to the game in the description below, or you can actually just watch the goddamn video. Who knows? Either way, let's go ahead and get into it. That is a bit loud for me, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that down a bit. Con artist of Armor Games. What's sad is that these guys have, in their lane, kind of built a reputation of, yes, they are kind of con artists. And I'm going to turn down that music, because, good lord, I'm just going to go ahead and turn that down, because that is a bit, let's go ahead and put it at high quality. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? So we have a new campaign, custom battle, instructions, which should actually be pretty good to actually do. So I'm going to go ahead and turn up for myself. How to play, blah, 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 trenches, blah, 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 bonuses, blah, 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 support, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. You can tell I already played this game, but you know what, if you guys wanted to, you guys could pause the video and actually read that your damn self. So here we go! Yes, I want to. Now, I'm going to start out as the British real quick. This is basically the normal, so there's no easy. German is basically hard. So, yeah, we'll go as the British army. Well, the do, boys. Here we go, now. Okay, so basically, do the trenches. The stretch of open ground beyond our trenches should lead a swift victory. Now, here's the cool part. This is actually kind of cool and kind of innovative. Kind of cool for a little browser game, basically. They're command upgrades and upgrade points. Now, the upgrades, of course, are basically, do you want infantry and armor, fire support, basically stuff like that. Each one costs so many, and I am probably going to try and get as many as I probably can. So, yeah, let's go ahead and launch the battle. Speakers ready to check. Yes, is it actually doing... Okay, yeah, so it is doing relatively well, okay. Here we go. To the trenches, deploying to the battlefield. The enemy has great support. Okay, let's go ahead and get some units in here. And it is basically a strategy game, and what I like about it is that it does actually kind of do that whole World War I thing pretty well. It is really cool, actually. Okay, so basically you can only have 3 units at a time, and you can lock down the trench, basically. Now, the big thing is that this is your morale right here, and this is the German morale, and here's the line, basically. It basically shows, you know, what's going on. And the Germans are kind of pushing forward, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and have 4 units, and when the units get in there, I'm going to basically I have all 3 units here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push them out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build up as much experience as possible and get me some upgrade points so I can farm this thing. So you can hold down the trench, and you can basically make sure that they don't get in. Okay, this is a grenade unit. Ah, there we go. We have upgrade now. What's actually kind of cool is you can upgrade while in battle, but like I said, I'm going to try... Oh, the enemy has surrendered. Yippee! So yeah, that was fucking easy. And I have bonus 210 experience, which means I have... oh shit, I have 5 upgrades. So yeah. And I have a new unit available, which is basically assault, so I'm going to spend these upgrade points. And range training, meaning they have this. So what I did basically is I went rally, reinforcements will arrive quicker for all infantry. Post haste, decrease reinforcement time for units even further. Basically faster reinforcements. And then of course there's range training, which means your sharpshooters have spent time on the range. 50% for sharpshooters. Now, ballistics, I am going to go with this, though, because that is definitely a good idea. And then, of course, I'm going to go with hard hit. All infantry soldiers get a slight defensive bonus. so that's definitely good. Now, I could get more fire support here, here, and here, but I can do that on the battlefield, basically. That's the cool part about the infantry. So we have 8 of 90 experience that we have to, so yeah, we are going to go here now. Now, I'm going to put Rifleman up first once again, because honestly, that is kind of what I want to do. I want to play this as defensively as possible, and try and do as much as possible. Now, the cool part is they do show you what infantry units are good with. Like Riflemen, good versus infantry, weak versus armor. And then, of course, Grenadiers, strong versus entrenched, average versus armor, which means, you know, they're good with the grenades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see... Okay, so we do have a enemy trench over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, of course, wait for them to come to me, which they will probably use mortars. That's definitely a real fear, is they will probably use mortars. So you gotta listen for the sound cue, which that was the cool thing about this game. That was the cool thing about the game back in the day, is that they actually did have sound cues to let you know when mortars were fired. So after I kill these guys, I'm going to send my infantry forward with grenadiers, so that way they can do that. Now, if I can pull the morale down, that'd definitely be good. Now, the only thing I'm scared of is that mortar sound, because I'm listening to the best of my ability for that mortar sound effect, because when you finally hear that mortar sound effect, it's good to basically push people forward. Now, it may be boring to you to watch me not move my men forward, but I'm playing this as smart as possible and waiting until I hear the mortars. Because they do have that whistle, they do have the pump, pump, pump sound effect, which, once again, the game itself, being as old as it is, it's definitely a nice, you know, little cue to actually listen for. Now, I am going to, of course, move my grenadiers forward. Now, this might put a hindrance on my morale, but you know what, that's kind of how it is, because I want to move all my units forward, because if I get 4 waves of units up over the trench, now definitely, then I can actually work with them. 4 units moving at the same time, it definitely works. Okay, now I have mortars ready, and I am sending 4 units out. And I am sorry for the lag. Yeah, the game does not work very well. So... Yep, that's what I was afraid of. They finally called them their mortars. Oh shit, that was a lot of guys dead. But that put a big hindrance on the German line. They have, of course, a machine gun. That's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and call a mortar strike on them. That's what was done back in World War I. You see, back during World War I, it was definitely more or less, yeah, the mortars are not exactly accurate. Once you get the upgrade, of course, they are a little bit more accurate. Oh, there we go. They did. Let's go ahead and get an assault team on there. Now, our morale is roughly pretty bad right about now. Okay, so my morale is at now 60%. Their morale is at 53% because of the mortars. They've already taken 24% of the ground. I've already taken 20% of the ground. So that's where things go. Now, I need at least 1 upgrade point to basically get a more accurate mortar rounds. And, of course, get more mortar barrages as well. So if I can get at least 1 upgrade at least, that'll definitely be nice. Now, the trenches are actually pretty weak by this point, so I gotta wait for the grenade, or the assault team to basically come through, and then send them over the... That that was a whistle. I'm trying to see if that was mine or theirs. That's theirs! Oh shit, okay, everybody needs to go over the trench now! Yeah, first level, always simple. Second level, never simple. Everybody needs to go over the trench now. Okay, so there are a few... Yeah, they have a machine gun, and that's definitely going to not do so well. There's the machine gun there. So the riflemen are doing their job, at least. So I gotta wait for their mortars to stop before I can even consider putting more forces in the trench to actually send over the top, because if I put more... Because that's gonna kill morale. The Germans have a morale boost, basically. Now the assault team, thankfully enough, they are... of course, throwing more grenades in, thankfully enough. Now, the mortars have stopped, thankfully enough. And this is the sad part about the game, is that the game does show, actually, more realism, because in World War I, it was basically... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, Germans, they have lost that game right there, so we are going to send more men over the top, because if we can send more men over the top, that'll definitely be good. Alright, so here we go, here we go. Okay, so we are locking down that trench. We are locking it down, because they are not getting in. Well, first I have to wait, because here's the sad part. If you lock the trench, as the units come in, then that's kind of how it is. Well, I better explain better. If you lock the trench as a friendly unit's coming in, they will immediately jump out of that trench. Now I'm going to have a reserve unit on standby to try and reinforce in case I have to send them in. Now that reserve unit's going to be all riflemen, because riflemen are really good. But enemy morale is low. Now they do have grenaders, sadly enough. So if they start throwing lobbing grenades, that's not going to be good for me. It really isn't. But like I said, riflemen are really good to have in a situation. And he's lobbing a grenade. Oh shit. Shit. But once again, the game does show actually how savage, or at least in a kid-friendly way, I would say, it shows how savage World War I is, because during the First World War, this is basically what it was like on the Western Front. It was basically... men were sent in, artillery bombardments were done. It was literally hell on earth for anyone in the trenches. And as much as Battlefield 1 loves to try and make it fun, Verdun, that video game, which I would love to actually have one day, when I get an Xbox One, I will definitely download it, shows the savagery of the First War, where it was trenches, mud, tanks, just utter hell on earth. And oh shit, yep, I have got to send up a unit. I gotta send a unit in. That's why you gotta have a reserve unit, because that's how it... Now, I know it might seem... I know one good push and I can basically end the level right here, but I need to grind for that extra XP so I can actually make my mortar fire more accurate, so that way, you know, I can basically have that. Now, of course, the AI is basically... and I have to compliment the AI. The AI in this game is actually really smart for what it is, an old Flash game. And it is a really old Flash game, because this was... Oh, shit, I see where it was. This was published back in 2008. Oh, man. Oh shit, I locked down the trench. That's what happened. There we go, got the upgrade. So we will go ahead and upgrade that. Forgot I locked down the trench, so yeah, there's that. And the level's over anyway, so... Hoorah! 50 XP, which is very nice. I will gladly take that. So, and now we have a machine gun unit. Okay, so with the machine gunners, this is definitely a little bit different because with machine gunners, I have to fire support. Now, here's how these actually interconnect. I can actually give the grenadiers more high explosives. Entrenched infantry have trained in defending themselves better in trenches, which means my trench gets better 10%. Then, of course, we have the officer rally and all that good jazz. Morale boost. And that's actually funny. They receive an extra ration or rum before each fight, which is very funny. But yeah, I do need to get more points to basically spend. And I will definitely spend more points because, honestly, that would be very nice. Now, the heavy mortars are definitely really effective. And then, of course, we have poison gas, we have lingering gas, and then, of course, we have so much more artillery, which again, it's sad to say that that's how it is, basically. But either way. Deploying to the battlefield. Take cover, lads! So here we go. Now I have to do infantry and machine guns. Stupid thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a machine gunner on there because having a machine gun helps with the trenches. Now, of course, there's barbed wire, and the Germans are already moving up with their machine gunner. That's definitely not good. Okay, so if I have infantry and machine gun, that not only gives me fire superiority, that also gives me a rifleman boost as well. Now, I'm not going to deploy these guys until very much so after, and they're already sending the mortars down my way. Now, they already have people entrenched, and I'm not going to send any down that way until I have a very good substantial fighting force. And this is a strategy I actually used back in the day, and it still roughly works. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in an assault team to basically move up with the units. Here we go, setting them up now. Now, I refill the trench with 3 more units, and I send those guys up. So that way, if they die, then at least, hey, you know, that's definitely something else. Now, here comes the fun part of me trying to keep these guys from actually having any sort of advantage, at least. Now, of course, launching the mortar attack on them will, of course, launch a mortar attack on me, and that's kind of how it is. But thankfully enough, me moving units up keeps their mortars from firing on me. I will admit the German's actually really good in this game. Alright, now let's see if my assault force can actually take the trench. Having a lot of riflemen and machine gunners definitely helps in the long run. Of course, I may have overdone the forces, but you know what? That's definitely something I have to deal with. Because if I don't, then, you know, it's definitely going to kick my ass in the end. Okay, I have a machine gunner there. Now, I have done a trench where it was just nothing but machine gunners, and I know that might seem a bit rash, but that's kind of how it is. Okay, now it's just a grind to see who actually wins for the fight, because this one is... And my assault force is dead. Oh shit. Okay, so that means they're going to be fighting for the trench. And these guys are fighting tooth and nail, obviously. Come on, lads, you can do it. Take that trench. Take Jerry's trench. Okay, so there's roughly 3 guys left in the trench. So, okay, 2 guys left in the trench. My boys are definitely pushing forward as hard as they can. Ah, shit. They are definitely... Okay, 1 guy left. They can take out that 1 guy. We can definitely win the... Okay, there we go. Okay. I have to see how many are left, because I might have to reinforce this trench as soon as they get in. Of course, enemy forces are coming fast. Oh, shit, that is pretty fast. Oh, shit, they took them out real quick. Okay, yeah, I have to send up reinforcements fast, because the rifleman unit is not equipped. So I'm going to go ahead and send up another rifleman unit to help reinforce them. I don't know what their deal is. They are stuck for some reason. I don't know what they're doing, but either way. Okay, so this rifleman unit is moving up now to help reinforce, because, dear God, that is a lot of troops. That is a lot of Jerry. Oh, that's a lot of Jerry, and I have enough. Now, I should probably spend on the bombardment, because Lord only knows we could use more effective bombardments. Now, I know I should probably do 2 machine gunners in the front trench, but until that actually comes, I need to... And where did that bomb... Is it falling in the back? Son of a bitch, it's falling in the back. They actually know... The AI knows my plan. So what they're doing is... And this is actually a strategy they did do, to my knowledge, they did do back in World War I, was they actually did bombard the rear trench, the rear echelon trenches, because they knew that's where reinforcements were coming from. So they would bombard the rear echelon trench, that way no more reinforcements could come to the front. It's kind of what it was, but in actuality, that strategy didn't really work half the time, considering that they started figuring that out, and so they pushed people back away from the range of the mortars and the artillery, basically, well out of their range. It was a real strategy that actually was, at a point, effective, but not to the best. Kudos to the AI, though. I will admit the AI definitely is working. Now, I definitely have put the Germans at a stop here, and they are not pushing forward. They are not going to move any further. Now, I've taken 83% of the ground, 4%. Their morale is 58%. My morale is 74%. So as long as I can hold the ground, then I can gain a little bit more XP and actually get more upgrades as they come. Now, of course, the AI has learned, and it is now bombarding as much as possible, which I have 6 units left. To my knowledge, one was sharpshooter, another one was tanks, and what have I'm trying to think exactly. I know supports mortar, heavy mortar, gas, and artillery, or was artillery then gas? That's to my knowledge, of course. I'm not sure. Looks like most of the units are good, thankfully enough. That's about it, really. So what they're doing right now is they're trying to basically bombard me. They're trying to soften the lines, try and keep me doing this, which they're not getting any further. They really aren't. The battle is basically in mine. I just have to either push the morale down, or I can send all my units up and take the ground itself. But I want to just grind for the XP by this point. So, yeah, get ready for a little fast forward. Okay, guys? Oh shit, yeah, gotta send, yeah, we are sending up troops now. Yep, we are gonna be sending in troops. We are sending in troops. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Come on, guys. Come on. You gotta make it. Come on, make it. Make it in time. Come on. Come on, you better make it in time, you son of a bitch. Oh shit. Shit. Okay, we just lost a lot of ground. I am not even gonna lie. Okay, come on, move, haul your ass! Haul your ass, doughboys! Oh, shit. Also, I'm kinda curious, can I get hit by my own artillery? Fuck, I just realized that, didn't I? Either way. Come on, doughboys! I should probably be more intentive about my goals because, dear God, that was intense. Holy shite. Okay, hold the line, lads. Hold the line. Okay, so where's their morale at, actually? Because that's actually something I want to see. Okay, so the German morale is at 15%, and they are definitely not going to win this battle. As much as I would love to say, as much as I'd love to give them, because that was pretty intense. It was. The enemy is at the breaking point. Well, no shit. But yeah, this is kind of what it would have been like. This is, as much as I'd love to not say it because of it being a Flash game, but then again, there are a lot of good Flash games, like Thing, or the Thing franchise, anyway. But I will admit, it actually is a really cool Flash game. It definitely does depict World War I in a way where kids who play it actually kind of do ask questions of, hey, was it actually this bad? Was it really this hard for the soldiers back then? Etc. Now, first... Oh, shit. The enemy has surrendered. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, we have 420 XP. Squads deployed. Okay, so the German... Okay, so I have 72 enemy killed, 11 squads I deployed, 2 squads lost, 2 trenches taken, 2 supports used. This is theirs. Good God. Okay, so they deployed 18 squads, lost 16, 0 trenches taken, 7 support used, and 35 kills. God damn. That's a lot right there. Okay, here we go. So I can actually, maybe I can prepare this? Nope, I can't. So I will probably, let's see here. No, I want to, yeah, I will definitely use that because I could definitely, and of course all I really need is 2 more, so that means I can buy the support, the Lewis gun support, which would definitely be nice. Alright, so this will be the last level before this video ends, so here we go. No Man's Land. Okay, here we go. We have to deploy our boys. Let's go ahead and deploy them. How many trenches do we got? We got 2 trenches still, okay. Alright, so we will deploy the forces as... Let's see, I'm going to do something a little different. It'll be riflemen and then 2 machine guns. 2 machine guns will definitely give us a little bit more fire support, which is definitely something I want to do. Okay, here we go. We have 2 Lewis guns now on the trenches. which means they'll do. Now, these guys here have mostly riflemen from what I'm seeing. Thankfully enough, no sharpshooters. That's a good sign. Now, I will deploy 2 infantry companies at this point, because I would definitely like to do that. If I deploy 2 infantry companies, I will definitely deploy an assault force. I would like to deploy infantry, but what I'm going to do is a strategy. Here we go. Here comes the Germans. Boom shakalaka. That's a lot of rifles, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a full line of rifles, that's a lot of bullets coming at you. Now, looks like they're about to deploy another bit of infantry, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do the strike first. I'm gonna have to strike first, which will definitely be interesting. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to deploy an assault team with infantry and support gun, because that'll definitely do. Now, of course, here come the Germans. It looks like mostly support gunners, or might be infantry, I'm not sure. Either way, we are going to go ahead and deploy with them. And of course, here come their mortars. Kind of figured. Worries, that's kind of how it goes. Now, full trench of infantry and light machine. Now, there's something I'd like to point out about this game is that it likes to. What it likes to do is it likes to try and do basic strategy type deal where infantry equals more men, infantry equals more men, support gunner is just that, it's a support gunner, that's about it. No real anything of that nature. Which means I better be ready to actually deploy some infantry, actually, because the infantry they have in the trench is not even substantial, so I'm going to be ready for it. But the AI definitely is interesting, to say the least. It's definitely going this far. Now, of course, I've taken the trench, and it's going to be the same old grind as before, but what's interesting is that the AI, the opposing force, the Germans, had a sharpshooter. That's something you don't get until after this level, I believe, if memory serves correctly, mind you. Oh, shit. Yep. Gotta send up an infantry unit. Now, what I want to do is something I've done before, where I will have all 3 trenches full of forces, and I will send up the reserve trench to the frontline trench, and then okay, here come my forces. The enemy the Germans are definitely bombarding my trench, of course, because that's really what the AI can do at this point. Well, that's the only thing the AI can do at this point, because it's a normal difficulty. Which normal in 08 on a Flash game is basically easy, and hard on a Flash game is hard. That's kind of how it is. But what I love is how much. Well, not how much really, because the rifle effects, while yes good, are not exactly the Lee Enfield rifle sound, or the Lewis gun, not exactly being the Lewis gun sound. I know I'm being nitpicky at this point, but you know what, that's just kind of me. But like I said, by this point in time, the AI now is probably going to use the same strategy it used in the last level, which is bombard the reserve trench and bombard the front lines. So AI is trying to do is it's trying to figure out how it can break the line. So if it tries, again, to basically catch me off guard and constantly bombard the front trench, then all I have to do is send up the reserve trench. However, if I send up the reserve trench and all that. Here we go, that's what I thought. Called it. Okay, so it is bombarding the frontline trench. That was damn near close to my Lewis gun, I'm not gonna lie, but it did not hit my Lewis gun. The one thing I wish this game would have, back then mind you, what I really would have loved for it to have done, yeah, that dude's just 100% kind of dead. Oh shit, okay, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and send up a machine gun, because machine gunner would definitely be good by this point. Yeah, that is kind of a glitch, is it might say you will have an infantry unit, but it doesn't, basically. Yeah, my infantry is almost dead. Which, no worries, I'm definitely going to use that. Oh shit, that's a grenade. That's a grenade force. Okay, we are definitely send up machine gun, because I do not want to lose that. We're grinding for that XP, guys. We're grinding for it. Now, I did forget about the support, because I do this. For fire support, I could actually do the artillery accuracy, artillery cruise far more accurately. That is kind of a good sign. Artillery barrage, increasing the amount of rounds, which I've already done that with a lot of those things. Mortar shells are far more effective against tanks, which we have not come to the tanks yet, so that's kind of a good sign. Because tanks are a pain in the ass to deal with in this game. It really is. You think they're bad on Battlefield 1? Well, depending on how you play on Battlefield 1, how effective you are against them, they're a pain in the ass on this game. Trust me, they are just not even kidding. And it definitely depicts them a little bit more, because during World War I, tanks were, in the most sense, not able to be killed easily, because back then they didn't exactly have the tools to deal with tanks like we did in World War II. Even then, we were still struggling with some of the German tanks in WW2, like the Tiger tank, and of course the King Tiger tank. Dear God, the King Tiger, that sumbitch was just bad to try and kill. But to a degree. Now, what I would have loved for this game to actually have done is, I would have loved to actually give us the ability to actually take out the German artillery, or this German mortars. But once again, this was developed way, way back in 08, so it's kind of how it is. And this thing has been played 40 million times and is 21,000 favorited. Damn, that is insane. But I will admit the game is still fun as almighty. It really is fun. Oh yeah, that is kind of a thing. Here we go, another bunch of Germans to die. Enemy morale is low. They're close to the breaking point, lads. So yeah, the XP from what I see is basically dependent on how effective you are with your men, your forces, everything of that nature. It really does come down to how effective you are on Battlefield. And I like that. I like that XP is actually, in a Flash game even, that is definitely something modern for something as old as this game, this old Flash game is that even on Battlefield 1, their XP system, from my understanding, basically depends on how effective you are with your team on the battlefield, things like that. And to my knowledge, back then, it was definitely more or less the same. Like Call of Duty, though, that's a totally different XP system altogether, is that you're not exactly the best. But either way. Okay, I better go ahead and have a machine gun unit ready to move up. Because if I lose all the infantry, I'm gonna have to have a machine gun unit. Let's just go ahead and have the cursor on the button, ready to move. Yep. That dude just went flying. And I'm going to go ahead and send up another machine gun unit. You know, let's just go ahead and overwhelm them. There's a sharpshooter right there, which is something I don't like having. Of course, overwhelming them, that definitely does help. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to overwhelm the enemy. Now here's the thing, having so many units on the field while yes is a big ass target, overwhelming the enemy is definitely something you want to do as well. Because if we can overwhelm the enemy, then there's definitely something else right there. This one guy is just stopping my units. There we go. Okay, all units forward. All units forward, lads! I'm kind of curious, how many units did I just... That's the sad part, I forget how many units I sent up to the no man's land. Alright, we have a full thing. So yeah, that means a couple of units are actually going to jump over the enemy trench, and they are actually going to go forward. So how many are actually going up? Okay, a few are actually going up. One's actually going up. Move up, lads! Holy hell. Oh man, that was actually pretty fun. Sweet, bonus XP, which means fire support. Okay, I have a sniper available, and with that, I also now have artillery available, which is actually very nice, but I'm going to use that for my... There we go, we now have fire support, which is definitely good. So now I'm going to need two for helping to defend, for a more effective way to defend my trench. More training for my sharpshooters because they can do 50% more damage, and then of course get two. Well, basically I have 2 trees here: infantry and armor and fire support. But either way, if you guys want to see me keep going, and if you want me to invest into the other trees, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I've been AirsoftAl, and I will see you guys, hopefully, if this video does well, in the next gaming video. Until next time, guys.